Russia, a land of vast expanses and rich history where the landscapes stretch as far as the eye can see, blanketed in snow during the long harsh winters. You hear that name and you probably think of huge snowy places, freezing winters and tons of history. And you'd be right, but that's just scratching the surface. But Russia is way more than that. It's full of surprises. From the bustling streets of Moscow to the serene beauty of the Siberian wilderness, there's always something unexpected around the corner. One minute you might see a bear just walking down the street, and the next you'll find some amazing old building. The juxtaposition of the wild and the historical is what makes Russia so unique. To really get Russia, you gotta go there. You have to immerse yourself in its cities, its culture, and its people. Only then can you truly understand the soul of this vast nation. You gotta roll with the craziness, the friendly people, and all the unexpected stuff. The warmth of the Russian people is something that will stay with you long after you've left. It's not for scaredy cats, but if you like adventure and want something totally different, Russia is the place. The thrill of exploring the unknown, the excitement of discovering new places, it's all part of the Russian experience. This is where those famous writers Tolstoy and Dostoevsky came from, and let me tell you, real life in Russia can be even crazier than their books. The stories they told were inspired by the very streets you'll walk on and the people you'll meet. So buckle up and get ready to be amazed because in Russia, anything can happen. From spontaneous street performances to unexpected encounters with wildlife, every day is an adventure. This is just the start of our trip. We're about to embark on a journey through one of the most fascinating countries in the world. Let's dive into what makes Russia so special, so awesomely interesting. From its rich cultural heritage to its breathtaking natural beauty, there's so much to discover, so join us as we explore the heart and soul of Russia. Okay, so everyone knows about the bears, the vodka, and the balalaika music on a snowy night. These are the quintessential images that pop into our minds when we think of Russia. The vast wilderness, the iconic bottles of vodka lined up in a cozy bar, and the soulful tunes of a balalaika player braving the cold. These are the things that have shaped our perception of this vast and enigmatic country. Those are the famous things, the stuff everyone thinks of. The grandiose landmarks like the Kremlin and St. Basil's Cathedral, the symbols that have become synonymous with Russian culture and history. They are the postcard images, the highlights that everyone recognizes. But that's just the beginning. Beyond these well-known sights, there's an entire world waiting to be discovered. The sprawling landscapes that stretch as far as the eye can see, the serene beauty of the countryside viewed from above. These are the scenes that tell a deeper story of Russia's natural splendor. It's like seeing the tip of an iceberg. There's a whole lot more under the surface. Just as an iceberg hides its true size beneath the water, Russia conceals layers of history, culture, and experiences that go far beyond the surface. Forget everything you think you know about Russia, like all that Cold War stuff. The remnants of the Soviet era and the relics of the Cold War are just fragments of a bygone time. They are pieces of a complex puzzle that has shaped the nation's identity. This is a new Russia, a country figuring out its past and moving into the future. The modern cityscapes, the advancements in technology and innovation, all point to a nation that is evolving and redefining itself. It's a place where tradition meets progress, creating a unique blend of old and new, and in all the mix and match craziness there's a real beauty, a funny side that can make you laugh and feel totally welcome. The vibrant festivals, the warmth of the locals, and the unexpected moments of humor all contribute to the charm of Russia. It's a place where you can find joy in the little things and feel a sense of belonging. So, let's go past the usual stuff. Let's dive into the heart of Russian culture, exploring the activities and events that define everyday life. From traditional dances to contemporary art, there's so much to see and experience. Let's explore the real Russia, where the normal and the crazy mix together in a way that'll blow your mind. It's a journey through a land of contrasts, where every corner holds a new surprise, and every moment is an opportunity to discover something extraordinary. In Russia, real life is way crazier than made-up stories, and guess what? They have dashcam videos to prove it. From meteors falling from the sky to cars doing impossible flips, it seems like every day is a only-in-Russia moment caught on camera. Why so many dashcams? Some say it's because driving in Russia can be tough, and let's be honest, some people try to cheat the insurance companies. But I think it's more than that. It's about catching all the crazy stuff that happens every day. The sudden bursts of weirdness that make Russia so unpredictable and so much fun. These videos aren't just funny, they show you what Russians are like. Tough and able to laugh at anything, even when things get crazy. From the freezing lands of Siberia, where the winter landscape stretches as far as the eye can see, and the snow-covered forests create a magical, almost otherworldly scene, to the towering Caucasus Mountains, with their panoramic views and rugged terrain, Russia is a country of immense size and incredible diversity. The landscapes here are as varied as they are vast, offering a new adventure at every turn. It's a land of extremes where the weather can shift dramatically, and the wilderness can be both breathtaking and challenging. From the scorching heat of the southern steppes to the bone-chilling cold of the northern tundra, Russia's climate is as diverse as its geography. One day you could be hiking through a dense forest surrounded by the towering trees of the Siberian taiga, listening to the sounds of nature and feeling completely at peace, and the next you're cruising down the Volga River, the longest river in Europe. As you glide along its waters, you'll pass by historic towns, ancient fortresses, and stunning natural scenery, each with its own story to tell. If you have a thirst for adventure, Russia is like a giant playground waiting to be explored. Whether you're into extreme sports, outdoor adventures, or simply discovering new places, there's something here for everyone. Want to go dog sledding with reindeer herders in the Arctic? You got it. Imagine the thrill of racing across the frozen landscape, guided by experienced herders who have lived in harmony with this harsh environment for generations. Feel like swimming in hot springs near volcanoes in Kamchatka? No problem. Picture yourself soaking in the warm, mineral-rich waters surrounded by snow-capped peaks and active volcanoes. A truly unique and rejuvenating experience. How about hiking in the Altai Mountains, where you can explore pristine wilderness and discover ancient carvings that tell the stories of the people who once lived here? The views are nothing short of spectacular, with rugged peaks, crystal-clear rivers, and vast open spaces that make you feel like you're on top of the world. Just say when, and the adventure begins. In Russia, the adventures are as big as the country itself. From the vast, open landscapes to the rich cultural heritage, there's always something new to discover and experience. So pack your curiosity, your warmest coat, and a sense of wonder, and get ready to be amazed by how wild and beautiful this place is. Russia is not just a destination, it's an adventure waiting to happen, a journey that will leave you with memories to last a lifetime. Winter in Russia. It's not just a season, it's a whole way of life. Forget sitting by the fire with a book. This is about going outside and having fun, even when it's freezing. Think ice skating on a frozen lake, the cold air making your face tingle. Imagine going to a traditional banya, a super hot sauna, and then jumping into a freezing cold pool. And the food, thick stews, hot bowls of borscht, and plenty of vodka to keep you warm inside. Russians don't just survive winter, they rule it. They've made it into something fun, something that shows how tough they are and how they can find joy anywhere. Russia is a country where old and new mix together. Ancient traditions are still around, but there's also super modern technology. Huge fancy palaces are right next to shiny skyscrapers. You can visit a really old monastery in the morning and then see a world-class ballet at night. This mix of old and new gives Russia a special energy. It's always changing, but it also remembers where it came from. In Russia, the past isn't forgotten. It's part of everyday life, a reminder of the country's amazing history and culture. Russians have a reputation for being, well, a little tough, and yeah, they can be very direct, which can be surprising at first. But underneath that tough outside, they're really warm and generous. Once they know you, Russians are super loyal friends. They'll welcome you into their homes, share their food, and tell you stories all night long. They're also really tough, with a sense of humor that helps them get through anything. To really understand Russia, you gotta look past the tough exterior and get to know the people. That's when you'll see the real heart of this mysterious country. Okay, everyone knows about borscht and caviar, but Russian food is so much more. From meat pies and dumplings to smoked fish and pickles, Russian food is full of big flavors and comforting dishes. And the bread, oh man, the bread. Russians love their bread, and for good reason. From dark rye bread to fluffy white bread, every bite is delicious and simple. Eating a meal in Russia is a must-do. It's a chance to taste the culture and feel the warmth and hospitality of the people. So, there you have it, a little peek into a country that's hard to describe. Russia is full of opposites, a place where beautiful and crazy things happen, where history and modern life mix together. It's a country that will challenge you, surprise you, and stick with you long after you leave. It gets under your skin, stays in your heart. So, to Russia, with all its craziness and surprises, we raise a glass. May your spirit keep inspiring and amazing us, always reminding us that the world is a much more interesting place when we explore the unknown.